Hi, my name is Jenny, and I'm addicted. I've currently been clean for 476 days, but 2 days ago, I had a terrible fall back. Hi guys! Do you know what we're gonna talk about today? Can you guess it? Can you guess it? Can you guess it? I'm so excited! Let yourself be warned. I will not refrain from spoiling the shit out of this book, and I will not refrain from fangirling and gushing and being the squealiest girl ever, so just go, bye. Hello, my viewers. I'm Jenny, and today I'm going to be kind of delirious because I have finished reading Clockwork Princess. One of my most anticipated books probably of this year, and oh my god, it was such an emotional roller coaster ride. I did not know what to expect out of this book. Like the way that Clockwork Prince ended, as much as I love Cassandra Clare's writing, as much as I love Clockwork Prince, I just wanted to throw the book against the freaking wall. There was so much pain in the end. Everything, like half of Clockwork Princess was just like pain and excruciation. Let me just tell you, I've been waiting for this book for over a year now, since I first finished Clockwork Prince, which was in November of 2011, and it was terrible. The wait was terrible. Oh my god, this book is just amazing. It's everywhere, and it's just everything that I've expected and so much more. After reading Clockwork Prince, I had no idea. She built this love triangle, and I had no idea how she was gonna resolve it with Will and Tessa and Jem dying, and the ending, it just made me speechless. And this book made me so emotional. I was close to tears whenever Jem and Tessa talked, whenever Will and Tessa talked, whenever Will and Jem talked, basically whenever everyone talked to everybody. And I cannot express how much I love this book. It's just, I seem like a crazy person right now. Calm down. First of all, I love the characters of these books. They are so perfectly written, and every single character that is inside this book just makes you feel so many emotions. Whether you hate them, whether you love them, I just love this about Cassandra Clare's writing. She just makes these wonderful characters who are flawed and who have virtues, and I just love their relationships, and I love how she makes you feel like your heart is breaking when their heart is breaking, how she makes you feel happy when they're happy, and it's one of the greatest joys to read such kind of stories. And I've been literally hanging on her words, and I just love this series, Infernal Devices, and I need to stop gushing right now. On the other hand, she has this way of ripping out her reader's heart, tearing it all apart, mending it back together afterwards, and then putting it back and making you thank her for it afterwards. I feel like she's making us into masochists, and she's having this really weird joy out of it, to watch us struggle and suffer and then be like, oh my god, I need more, oh my god, I need more. I hate you, Cassandra Clare. I didn't mean that. I love you. I'm sorry. So I've been on Tumblr a lot and reading a lot of commentaries from other readers, and a lot of people were saying like, no, don't make Jem die, and Brother Zachariah is Will, and whatnot. But like a third through the book, it suddenly hit me, you know, Cassandra Clare has so many plot twists. What if Will is actually the one to die, and Jem somehow magically survives? And I don't know, it was like one of my quarter-life crisis. I was just nearly breaking down. I was like, no, don't let Will die, please don't let Will die. But Will died. I love Will and Cecily's relationship. I love how Cecily can totally irk Will, and I love how even though he doesn't want to show it because he's so used to so many years of being isolated, of being cold, of holding everyone to an arm's length, that, you know, it's his sister and he loves her. And I just love how he can't really handle the situation. I love how Charlotte got named Console. My thoughts are so scattered. I know that Cassandra Clare is really big on the romance level and she makes every girl's heart beat a little bit faster, but the scenes where Jem made his love confessions to Tessa and Chinese just made me cringe internally. They're just like the worst thing ever. They sound so cheesy and so... I knew that Tessa was a Starkweather. That was the only reason why Aloysius would have looked at her that way. And I knew that Adele was a mundane because that would have been one of the only logical reasons why she couldn't take her marks. And I just love how every Shadowhunter family, how they're entwined, kind of makes you feel like they're incesty, but you know, we've been used to incest. So just say, City of Glass, yeah. After reading the first chapter with Cecily and Gabriel, my thoughts were, oh no, this is happening. What we've all predicted. Oh no, Gabriel and Cecily are gonna become a thing. This is gonna be the beginning of Izzy and Alec. Oh my god. But you know what? I mean, in the Mortal Instruments, it actually says that Izzy and Alec come after the mother, but Maris is not a Lightwood. Maris is a True Blood. So where do they get their looks from? I mean, I can't really remember how Robert looked like. Does he have dark hair? What? More Maine, that bastard. He had no heart at all. In the beginning of Clockwork Angel, I thought, you know, he might be a lonely man, kind of misguided, but this book just showed he was so cruel, like forcing Tessa to marry him, forcing her to turn into his father, and these automatons, like, they just went out and destroyed everything. Why is every single console in Cassandra Clare's books a bitch? Okay, except for Charlotte, but I mean, what the heck is wrong with them? I was so shocked when the console actually turned out to be like the worst enemy in this book, because I thought he was supportive. I thought that he liked Charlotte, and I mean, what the heck? He was just using her because he thought that he could control her. I mean, I get it. I get it that gender equality is a big theme throughout these books, but like, I mean, he was supposed to help them, not destroy them. He was supposed to help Will rescue Tessa and not be like, oh no, we're not gonna send him after them because, you know, Charlotte is being stupid and I'm just gonna let her die. Blah, 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 blah. I hate you. As much as I love Will and Tessa together, dude, guys, you're in a cave where Mortmain can walk around at any second. And I know that you're really happy about being reunited, but do you really have to do it in the enemy's cave? Like, seriously. What? That's like the worst timing ever. I know, they thought that Jem was dead, and they thought that they were gonna die too, so you might as well satiate your lust for flesh, I suppose. And I was lolling so hard when it turned out that the angel was ethereal. Because, like, dude, ethereal again? Like, what the fuck? You're an angel. Why do you always get captured? Use your magical powers. I'm sorry, but ethereal seems like the most pathetic angel ever. It's so hilarious how apparently Cassandra Clare's villains all just die by the wrath of an angel, and they just, I mean, there's like this spectacular battle scene beforehand, and then they just go like, poof, you're ashes, you're dead, and that's it. Game over. I just love these. I feel like they're just like sudden endings, like cuts in the story. It's just like kind of anticlimactic, but I don't know how I would have done it. I have to be honest, I have actually been very well biased through the whole entire books, and the possible resolution that could have been in my mind was this can only work out if Jem dies, and I've always for the longest time been okay with Jem dying. But when Will felt his Parabate bond dissolving, my heart was, I just couldn't handle it. It just made me so sad, and everything just hurt, and I thought, oh my god, this is it. This Jem is dying, and at the same time I thought, no, this can't be it. We're only halfway through the book. How can Jem die halfway through the book? Like, what is happening? And I can't believe, I did not expect Jem to be brother Sakurai. Seriously. I did expect him to survive in some kind of way. I did not expect him to be brother Sakurai. Cassandra Clare, you're such a cheeky person. How you tease us with City of Heavenly Fire. I did not expect the thing with Jem and the Silent Brothers and him being free of the Silent Brothers to ever happen. I thought that the Silent Brothers was a lifetime thing. How can we just break the bond? I want to know how Jem got cured. After all this suffering, in the end, Cassandra Clare gave us 2 chapters of blissful happiness with Tessa and Will being together and them growing old. I feel like this was one of the most happiest and most saddest scenes that I've ever read. And I know that they had a happy long life, but I still can't wrap my head around the fact that Will is dead. There are no more stories that you can imagine with Will and Tessa. There are no more stories where Will can talk to Jem, and it just broke my heart. I loved it, but at the same time it broke my heart. One of my favorite parts of this book was reading all the parallels to the Mortal Instruments series. The Herondale mark, it came from Ethereal in the Angel. Like, what? Mind blow. Mind blow. Benedict Lightworm. I'm so happy that Gideon and Sophie worked out. I was like, Sophie, why do you keep on refusing him? He obviously loves you. Why would you always say, you know, you're a maid? It doesn't matter. You can ascend. You have to sight. You're a badass fighter. I love how Charlotte supported her all throughout the whole entire story. I love how she actually ascended and became a shadow hunter, although she was pretty old. You know, I thought there would be more to it, drinking out the Mortal Cup, but it basically was like, drink, shine, oh, I'm a shadow hunter. I was actually so mad. I pre-ordered this book 2 months ago and it didn't arrive. What the heck? So afterwards, I was actually forced to get the ebook version so I could read it on time. Just makes me so angry. I feel like Cassandra Clare satisfied all her readers with this ending. She gave a closed ending with on the Will and Tessa front, but then she left an open ending on the Jem and Tessa front. And I feel it's just so beautifully done. It doesn't feel like Tessa is flimsy. It kind of makes sense because Will and Jem, they are always represented as almost one person, and it makes sense that Tessa would love them both. And I feel it was just so lovely to see that she actually got a chance to be with both, or gets a chance to be with both. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this very incoherent book review. I was all over the place. My emotions are all over the place. I have no idea what to talk about anymore. Leave me your comments. Tell me what you thought about this book. Did it match your expectations? Did it match your wildest dreams? I know it did match mine. It just blew me out of my mind. And you can stalk me on Goodreads if you want to. I have 9 friends now. I'm popular like that. Yeah. I hope you loved this book as much as I have loved it, and please come back. I'm not scary. I'm normal, just not today. Just please come back. Well, it was great talking to you. See you next time. Bye! What's the point in pre-ordering if bookstores do not understand the concept of shipping?